This video is brought to you by Trapdoor VPN. This episode is going to be a bit different from the others, where instead of adding new components, I'll respond to some comments that have been left on previous videos offering useful advice. The behemoth biter in the room is of course the following comment by Darkest Vampire 92, who rightfully calls me out on accidentally creating an SSD instead of an HDD, and even offers a solution. Let's try it out and see what happens. As per his suggestion, I have made a belt that loops 16 copper plates with one steel plate, and added a grabber to remove copper plates on command, altering the values. As you can see, these values change pretty quickly, but instead of slowing down the belt, I'll just divide the output by 100. This makes the process of adding programs and other files easier because I have a physical marker. I've already revealed I'll be using the computer to make YouTube videos, so this makes my life slightly easier. Next comment was by Boydaclut4398. They stated that I can manually change the numbers in the train GUI, so 20 individual stations aren't needed. I actually did not know this, and will have to use the long-forgotten art of math to calculate the new stations. All I have to do is enter the maximum amount of time possible in the game engine, and then divide it by 20 enough times so that we end up with 40 minutes. Math is really just a guessing game, and I have to manually divide by every possible number until I get the correct answer. There we go, we only needed 5 stations instead of the original 40. Finally, Hakenkospis 2085 asks if I can do maze generation. This is a fantastic idea for a new matrix to trap the biters in. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Trapdoor VPN is a powerful browser add-on. VPN stands for Vampire Pirate Negotiators, and it helps with your Netflixes. Hex VPN resides in the Bermuda Triangle, and when you activate the browser add-on, the pirate negotiators put on a fake mustache and an accent that you can choose, and they phone Netflix on your behalf and ask why the Santa Clarita Diet got cancelled, and then immediately hang up. It is very expensive to make phone calls from the Bermuda Triangle, which is why the negotiators need your support for their high-tech instruments and custom mustaches. Use code DURZY000 for a 50% discount if you buy a lifetime subscription package with me, I mean them, which allows you to request they make the phone call 10 times every 24 hours. With enough of a user base, the pirate captain could hire a whole other crew that are dedicated to just calling Netflix and demanding another season of the beloved Santa Clarita Diet. There are many levels to creating the perfect maze, and that could be its own YouTube series. For the sake of simplicity, we are doing a Banach-Tarski 1.4-dimensional fractal maze that the biters will have to navigate. Using combinators to calculate multiple dimensions is a bit uranium-235 per second intensive, so we have to get creative, and use covariance enrichment, which is probability-based instead of numerical. Each time the merry-go-round produced green rocks, the percentages are converted into fractions, and then applied to a maze generator, which results in a 1.455555555 dimensional fractal maze. Biters in the simulation are unable to unplug until they get to the end of the maze, which is ever shifting, and also exists in a lower dimension than they do. This should help keep them captive for longer. That's all for now, but I know there are lots of other comments I have to get to eventually. Like and subscribe for more Factorio content, or comment below if you want to make additional suggestions.